Good morning students, welcome to my YouTube channel Maths Buzz. So here I have come with the video for class 6 and topic is whole numbers. We have already started this topic and as of now I am taking the properties of whole numbers. Two properties of whole numbers, that is closure and commutative property, I have already discussed. And the other two properties, which are the main property as well, associative and distributive property, I am going to take it now, and in continuation with additive identity and multiplicative identity, we'll take it after this. So here associative property, here as usual you can see associate means when you can associate. It's like more of commutative property only, but in commutative we deal with two numbers. So in associative we deal with three numbers. That is the only change over here. So here this property also in whole numbers, it agrees with addition and it goes with multiplication. So it means when you are adding three numbers, a plus b plus c, so either you can add these two numbers and the sum can be added to a. So whatever is the total sum, this sum remains the same when, okay, I have just made a mistake, when we are writing it like when you are adding a plus b plus c. So it means when you are adding these two numbers, or then you are adding the third number, or when you are adding second and third number and you are adding the sum to the first number, that is all right. Or even a plus c plus b is also okay. And if you see in exercise word 2.2, we have question number 1 that is completely based on this, where we are writing find the sum by rearrangement. So rearrangement is associative property only. We have three terms where we are adding the three numbers. Moving to next is the associative property for the multiplication. Also we deal with three numbers. So here the product doesn't matter on the order of the numbers in which they are written. So a into b plus c is same as a into b into c. So this is again associative property for the whole numbers. So associative property holds for addition and this holds for multiplication. In exercise 2.2 we have question number 2 where we are finding the product of whole numbers. So in question number 2 we have been given three numbers and we have to find the product by rearrangement. So rearrangement means where our product is simple to carry out. So when I'll take the questions, you can associate with that, you can connect with that. Moving to next is distributive property of multiplication over addition. I always tell my student here this is multiplication and multiplication is distributed over addition. So what we do when we open the bracket, this becomes a into b plus a into c. An example I always give to my students, let us suppose a class of 15 boys and 10 girls. They are going for a picnic. So there are two ways of collecting the money. Either the teacher, what the teacher does, teacher collects the money from all the children together. So this is 100 rupees the teacher is collecting from all the children, 15 plus 10, 25. So the teacher is able to collect 2500 rupees. Or the teacher appoints a monitor among boys and tell the monitor to collect the money from 15 boys and a monitor among the girls and tell the girls to collect the money from the girls. So the boy monitor is collecting 1500 and the girl monitor collects 1000 rupees and they hand over the money to the teacher and the sum is 2500. So this is called distribution of multiplication over addition. Now same goes distribution of multiplication over subtraction. Subtraction means we just want to find out how much more money is collected from the boys as compared to the girls. So it goes the difference. So what we do, the bracket is open and we get the result. So this is very, very important, and because we have the question, whatever the question is being asked, this is a new thing, and in word problem also the question are solved based on the distributive property. So you must be very careful while handling the questions based on this. I am taking two more properties, that is additive identity and multiplicative identity. So just see what are these properties. There are two simple properties of whole numbers, and this is important because at times children are confused. We have additive identity and multiplicative identity. If you see the examples, if you add 0 to 5 you get 5, or if 0 is added to 6 you get 6, 7 is added to 0, 7. So it means 0 if it is added to any whole number, it gives the same whole number. So it does not change the identity of that number. So that is why 0 is known as additive identity. It means it is not changing the identity of the number. Moving to next is multiplicative identity. So if you see, if you multiply 1 by any of the whole number, you get the number itself. So 1 is a multiplicative identity. Now this is important because in further classes, when we move to the rational number, that is a fraction numbers, we get to we are supposed to find out what is a multiplicative inverse. So until unless you don't know multiplicative identity, how would you find out multiplicative inverse? So these are simple properties, but at times they are asked in objective type question, what is a multiplicative identity of whole numbers, so they cannot be ignored. So now I am taking question number 1 and question number 2 of exercise 2.2, which is we have to solve it by proper rearrangement. So stay tuned. So I'm taking exercise 2.2 and this is question number 1, where we have to find the sum by proper rearrangement. Okay, by suitable rearrangement. You can see in question number 1, part A, we have 3 terms, 3 numbers, and part B we have 4 numbers. So we have to just see the number and we'll see which number goes well with the other number. Now here 837 plus 208 plus 363. So you can see the AND number. So 7 and 3. 7 and 3 if you add, they make 10. So we'll rearrange. So here 837 plus 363 will shift plus 208. So you will add, what is the sum? 7 plus, you can add at a rough column. Okay, so we don't need to be very, you can say, quick. The accuracy is more important than speed. So 7 plus 3 is 10. 1 carry over. Now here this becomes 1200. So put equal sign on the left side. This is 1200 plus 208. And if you again add, you get 1408. So this is your answer. Same way, if you go to the second part, we have 4 terms. So it's simple that we'll be combining 2 terms. We'll see which term goes well. Here 2 and 8, it cannot be combined with 3 because you get and one's place as 5 of no use. Similarly, 3 can be combined with 7. So we'll rearrange. So it's just the interchange. So here 1962 plus 1538 plus 453 plus 647. So we can add these 2 terms. So you can add here 1962 1538. So here if you see, I'm getting as this is 3500. So the sum is 3500. Moving to the second part, 453 plus 647. This is 1100. We'll add, and once you add, you get 4600. So simple. So you can practice more question of these. And the next question is find the product by suitable rearrangement. So I'll take 2 questions of the second part, and there are the other question also which you can try yourself. So coming to the second question, which is based on the product of the number by suitable rearrangement. So here we are just sort of using associative property of multiplication. We are rearranging the numbers so that the number, they resonate with each other. So here the first part, if you see 2 into 1768 into 50, if you multiply the same way like directly, this we have been doing in our primary classes. So we are using the property, we can interchange. Okay. So here I can interchange either this number also, like 2 should be multiplied with 50, or I can interchange these 2 numbers also. It doesn't matter. So here reason is 5 2s are 10. That is more, you can say, simple to carry out. So 50 into 2 is 100. 100 into 1768, and the product is 176800. This is our solution. So simple. Moving to the second part. Now here also if you see 4 5s are 20, and in fact 25 4s are 100, which is more simple. Now here we can interchange. So 166 into 4 into 25, 25 4s are 100, and if you multiply with this, you get, this is the solution. There are 6 parts of question number 2. Deliberately I have taken third part, 3 parts. These 2 parts and the other 3 parts also you can do. I am just taking this question where we have 4 terms. So here also we'll just use our, you can say, wisdom, which number combines with the other number, so that the product comes simple. They get simple to carry out. So 5, this resonate with this also, this resonate with this also. So we have to see. I think I have written 125. No, sorry, this is 8. Now here, if you see, you can multiply it as it is also. And maybe the question is given us to confuse, or you can interchange this also. So in any way, this comes out simple. What I am doing is, you can do both ways. I am just trying out this way. So in a way, I am swapping these two terms. So 125 into 8 into 40 into 25. So here, if you multiply, you get 1000. And here also, if you multiply, you get 1000. So how many zeros? We have 6 zeros. So in a way, we have 1 million, or you can say 10 lakhs. So this is our product. So I request you to try the other parts all by yourself, and if you are thorough, you can try the examples. Examples you people must try for the better understanding of the topic. And the other questions I'll be taking in my next video. Do watch my next video. And any problem, any question, or any particular topic you want me to take, you can write in the comment box. I would love to take that topic. Thank you and have a good day.